Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nilanjana's exclusive English lessons. Welcome you all for my next video. And in this scene, I'm going to explain to you Act 2, Scene 3. It's a very short scene, but quite significant. Okay, so yes, in this scene, we see Artemidorus, and he wants to give a letter to Caesar. Now, Caesar is on his way to the Senate, and he decides to stand in Caesar's path and give him this letter. But before we delve into the play, let us understand who is Artemidorus. Artemidorus is a teacher of rhetoric. Rhetoric, those who are not sure about what is rhetoric, rhetoric is the art and science of communication. Rhetoric basically teaches you how to speak effectively. Now, if anybody wants to hold a position in the Roman government, an important position, definitely you need to have good oratory skills. Good oratory skills refers to your power to convince, to persuade, so that the crowd can be influenced. Like you must have seen several political leaders, those who are very influential, they can give, they deliver wonderful speeches, right? So the basic objective of giving this speech is the public gets influenced, they get convinced, and they get persuaded with whatever you say to them. So, therefore, in the Roman powerful families, influential families, Artemidorus, you can say that he used to teach the children how to speak effectively so that later on they can be very smart in the art of communication, and thereby, if they have such aspirations of joining the government or getting an important position in the administration, then they were quite sure that this person could speak so well, because only if you can speak really well with, of course, with your other skills, that's when you can hold an important position in the government. So Artemidorus was basically a teacher of rhetoric, and he used to help people to speak. It's a study of language, so he used to help people, train people to speak effectively. Now, Artemidorus is a supporter of Caesar. He's Caesar's supporter. And he feels that Caesar is an extremely virtuous man in Rome, and thereby he feels that uh, it is his duty to warn Caesar of the conspiracy that is getting developed against him. Now, how he comes to know about the conspiracy, Shakespeare has not given us any details. We just know that somehow he knows about the conspiracy, he knows the conspirators, and therefore he wants to warn Caesar. It's like the last chance Caesar has to escape his fate before he's surrounded in the Senate and killed. The theme of fate and inevitability is quite strong in the play, right? I think I had also discussed this in my last video, that there is a very strong theme of fate and inevitability, and thereby we can understand that even though Caesar has been warned several times in several ways, several indications he gets that there is a danger lurking behind him, but somehow he pays no heed, and here also he will not pay any heed. So the scene opens in a street near the Capitol. Enter Artemidorus reading a paper. So this is the letter that he has. Caesar, beware of Brutus, take heed of Cassius, come not near Casca, have an eye to Cinna, trust not Trebonius, mark well Metellus Cimber. Decius Brutus, love thee not, thou hast wronged Caius Ligarius. So what he does is he has a separate sentence for each conspirators, and he feels that Caesar needs to be careful of all these men. Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Take heed of Cassius means pay attention to Cassius. Come not near Casca. Come not near Casca means you need to stay away from Casca. They are very dangerous people. Have an eye to Cinna. Have an eye to Cinna means you need to keep an eye on Cinna. Trust not Trebonius. So none of these people are to be trusted. So don't trust Trebonius. Mark well Metellus Cimber. Mark well means you need to pay attention to Metellus Cimber, take note of what he is doing. Decius Brutus loves thee not. So this is the truth. This is the truth that you have misunderstood, that Decius Brutus doesn't love you. Thou hast wronged Caius Ligarius, and you have wronged. Caius Ligarius. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. So all these men, it's just one common thing that they share, that they are all against Caesar. If thou beest not immortal, look about you. Security gives way to conspiracy. The mighty gods defend thee. So all these men have just one purpose in their mind. And what is that? That is to harm you. If you do not think yourself to be immortal, be on your guard. So you need to be very careful. If you think that you are not immortal, of course, nobody is immortal, right? Then there is a very strong chance of you being harmed by these people. So therefore, you need to be careful. Look about you means be on your guard. Security gives way to conspiracy. This means that your security is threatened by conspiracy. And finally, the mighty gods defend thee. May the mighty gods protect you. And finally, he tells thy lover Artemidorus. Thy lover over here means your admirer, your supporter, Artemidorus. And then he tells, here will I stand till Caesar pass along, and as a suitor will I give him this. So I'm going to stand here where, while Caesar is going to the Senate, he will be standing in Caesar's path. I will stand here until Caesar passes by, and as a suitor will I give him this. So I'm going to give him this letter as if, I'm looking for a favor. My heart laments that virtue cannot live out of the teeth of emulation. So here he feels sad. He says that virtue and good character of Caesar cannot live freely from the envy of others. He really laments this fact that virtue means good men, they are not safe. Why? Because people are jealous of them. So that is the reason good men, they cannot live freely. Virtuous men and good people who are of good character, just like Caesar, they cannot live freely because they cannot save themselves from hatred and jealousy. If you read this, O Caesar, thou mayest live. So, Caesar, if you read this, if you read my letter, you will live because you will come to know about the conspirators. If not, the fates with traitors do contrive. And if you do not read this, if you tend to ignore my request, then of course we know what is going to happen, that fate will join hand with the conspirators, thereby bringing your downfall, bringing your end, means you will be killed. So thereby, this is what Artemidorus plans to do. He wants to give this letter while Caesar is on his way to the Senate. But we know as readers that this warning also Caesar will not take heed, and he will ignore it, thereby making it strong that he will be killed by the senators in the Senate, and therefore fate and inevitability becomes much more stronger in the play. So this is a very small scene, but again quite significant, scene 3. In the next video, I will publish scene 4. And yes, I hope you know what I'm going to ask for. Please do subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends. And do not forget to subscribe. Please go and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out the uploads. As you know, I have been coming out publishing all the videos one by one, sometimes sooner, but yes, sometimes later also. I apologize for the delays, but yes, I promise to help all of you. And thank you so much. I'm getting a lot of love and gratitude from all of you all over the world. That's a big, big blessing for me. Please continue to show your support. But at the same time, somehow I feel that many have subscribed, but there are still many those who have not yet subscribed. So please go and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and see you again in my next video. Goodbye.